Well, hello there. Tom Green coming back at you with some Figma goodness. And today's goodness is creating an onboarding welcoming screen that uses one of the rules I have used for decades. That is, let the software do the work. You don't need to. And in this case, the software will be doing the animations using Smart Animate, and I'm going to let Figma automatically handle the transitions between the screens. So as you can see, I've got three screens here: main, next, and final. And each artboard uses a gradient fill. Okay, you can see the gradients: blue, red, and brown. The logo is nothing more than a polygon with a white fill and a 1-pixel black stroke. The dots were created by creating one dot and coloring it to match the color of the gradient, as you can see: blue, red, brown. And the figures right here are from a Figma plugin called Humans. And you can see that there's a typo there. So if you're looking for that plugin, be aware of this typo. So how do I let the software do the work? Well, the first thing I did was I just created the first screen. So right there, there's the main screen. So I got everything into place. And then I just duplicated it. Now I'm going to hold down the Option key here. And those of you on a PC would use the Alt key, and then I'm just going to drag it down. And all I have to do really is just change the gradient color, move the figure, and change the dots. So let's do that. So I'll select the artboard, and I'm going to change the fill color to a brown, but I'm going to give it a linear gradient. There we go. And I'll just change it to brown. That brown there. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to choose the same brown, but I'm going to give it a 35% opacity. And there you go. The buttons are nothing more than the background color, a solid, but it's just 40% opacity. So I'll select that, choose the brown color, and give it 40% opacity. Same thing here. %. And I got that done. Now I can deal with the dots. And again, this is a great example of letting the software do the work. So I'm going to select this first dot here. I'm going to get the fill color. And instead of trying to find out what color that is, I'll just grab the eyedropper. And you can see right up here in the upper left, I've got that color. There it is. I select the second dot and just give it the brown. And then to move the figure into place, I just select the frame and then select the group. And with the Shift key held down, I'm going to move this in 10 pixel increments and just press the left arrow key. And you can see I got a bit of a problem here. I got the third image coming in. So I'll just select her and do the same thing. Just move her out. And there you go. I've created it. Took me, what, 2 minutes? Once I've got all that done, I can move over to prototype mode. Select the main, grab this little dot here, and just connect the wire to the next artboard. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let the software move it around. So I'm going to choose, after a delay of 1000 milliseconds, which is 1 second, I'm going to go to the next. I'm going to use Smart Animate here because I want the figures to move in. I'm going to use ease in and ease out, and we'll do that over half a second, which is 500 milliseconds. And we'll do the same thing here. Make sure that it's after a delay of 1000. And then I'll select the final and swing it back. So this thing's now going to loop. And again, after delay. And with all that in place, let's give it a whirl. And as you can see, everything does what it is supposed to do. This is a little bit long, so you can always change these things. That's what I love about this application. So I can come back here, select this, and I'm going to change this to 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so I'm going to change the animation. Let's see how that works. Great thing about working with these things is you can play what-if games. Oh, that's much smoother. So there you go. There's how you can create a simple onboarding sequence or welcoming sequence by doing nothing more than letting the software do the work.